This is CoTCast, episode 22, on Saturday, February 21st, 2009. A podcast by the casually clueless guild members of Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild fighting for destruction on Ostermark. This is CoTCast.
Hey guys, this is Kendall from the comments section, and you're listening to the CoTCast. Well, but wait, before I go, I've got one thing to say to my friend Velyuk here. Hey Vel, you annoy the crap out of me. Seriously.
You are listening to CoTCast. We are Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild fighting for destruction on Ostermark, and this is our podcast on all that concerns us. We had a bit of a problem with some popping, so bad that we can't even use the original file we recorded last night with Car and Slurms, and we can't use it. You can't even hear like what we're saying or anything. It's terrible. So
it was awesome.
It was pretty good. I'm really
so good.
I'm bummed. I
went out on a high note, and
yeah,
I was so proud of myself that I'd never came back because I couldn't top what I said.
Power Grandma had an update in the middle of the week, and so I think it reset some settings and stuff. So I think that's what caused the whole problem. And I didn't realize it, obviously. So hosting today is Aber.
Howdy.
And myself, Zel. So it's going to be a little quick, I think. Let's see. We could do what you've been doing. What you been doing, Ab?
I've been yelling at the computer.
You've been playing that Heroes of something?
Battlefield Heroes beta. I've been playing.
Are you allowed to talk about
And
it?
Street Fighter 4. I've been playing.
Are you allowed to talk about the...
I don't care. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you sure? Because I think you can get in trouble for that.
Oh, no.
Because we're kind of putting it on the internet. Anyway, how was it? How you doing?
I like it. I mean, it's...
I like My Little Pony man.
Oh, My Little Pony, PWNY, who I was playing earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He said that our team... Why did our team look like we were all gay? And then I responded, well, just because we're banging each other, we look gay. And then he
got kind of racist.
And then he laughed, and then he made fun of different racial people, and
what a terrible
it got
person.
awkward, and he got reported. So it was cool for like 30 seconds.
He misjudged the room, you would say.
Yeah, he misread the room. And he thought okay, that one joke went okay, and a little bit of laughs, and then he delved into some stuff that he truly believed in, and it did not go well.
Oops.
But it's a fun game. I like Battlefield games. It's a fun game.
You play it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been playing. I got up to 35 in War, and then...
I hit 37 this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. You weren't done. Go ahead.
How about I just talk, and then, you talk when I'm done.
Go ahead.
The
room is yours.
37 this morning. That's all. Now you can talk.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead. You're fine.
I can. Thanks. I hit 35, and I'm really happy because I feel like, what is it, like 2 more levels, and then I'm at Fortress. If we ever take a Fortress on our server, I'm going to be there.
Which isn't, we'll get that later, but probably not going to have something happen.
No, it's going to be a while again, but I'm going to be prepared, so.
Sure.
Girl Scout. Anyway, I discovered Flower, and that is...
On the PlayStation Network, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a cool
and I know
game.
I shouldn't like that, because it's girly.
Well, I like it.
I like it. It's just like you can just sit there and cruise around with your little flower petals, and you don't have to do anything. It's just like la la la.
It just makes you feel happy.
Yeah, it's relaxing. You're just you can sit and talk and hang out, and yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was really it's a different kind of game. Like if you want something intense and like kick ass and something that makes you feel like whoo, yeah, that's not the game for you. But if you just want to be like, let's just do something, that's cool.
If you want to be like, I have a $600 system sitting here, and I just want to play something I really don't have to do much. I've done the hard work. I paid for this.
Well, what's that? What did we play to on after the last podcast we recorded? We had Aaron over, and what was that? It was like a game show game.
It was Buzz Quiz TV or something like that. It's a
Ah.
quiz game show on the PlayStation.
I would like to point out I only lost because I drank the most during the podcast.
I did win once the topic was TV and movies.
Aaron is freakishly smart.
Other than that, when it was like actual real topics, I was the lead till the end on all the other like 3 matches, and she won in the last round.
Moving on. Concerning Circle of Trust, we did a lair. Well, not being really accurate, did a lair extravaganza. Crollo actually planned it out, but then he had some last minute Valentine's Day romance plans come up.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't blame the man. So he had to bail, and Thrakus took over and like made sure all of his characters were in place because certain locations are important in this lair extravaganza event. I have heard.
Yes.
And then you took over the actual leading of the party, kind of.
Kind of, not really. I just kind of was there.
Oh, you just were going with the flow?
Yeah, well, it was kind of directing. I had to direct Thrakus because Thrakus had to go do something else, but he
Thrakus
still...
always has to go do something else.
Yeah, you can't focus on something for more than a couple
You gotta
seconds.
give him like 3 things to do at once.
And then he's in his happy place.
Yeah.
He was doing another event, and he had his tunes, like you said, out through the world, because you have to interact with these different objects at different places and all the different zones. And it was this layer that was in the maw outside of Inevitable City, and there were these like 6 caves, and each one spawned a hero when he interacted with one of these objects in different zones. And then I think what would have happened, there was this big ass tower, and something was gonna happen with that tower once they all got killed. We didn't get all of them. We got all of them except one. But that was not his fault. That was a bug. Like where he found it was listed of where that object should have been interacted didn't do anything. And then some of our alliance mates were at the event, and some of them went as a party to go try and find it too, and it didn't do anything. So A for effort. We had a good try. It was fun.
But you did everybody up until the last tower dude, right?
Yeah, got some good loot. They dropped items.
Cool.
But it was fun.
Other than that, this week me and Carr, it was rather late, and keep in mind we are a casual guild, so even the leaders are casual people. So we had this idea based on some feedback we got from Pazzalupo, saying that despite the fact that Mythic says it's not true, it is a hindrance to your guild to have like unsubscribed inactive players in your roster. And it makes sense because even though we tend to be a little bit more active and have quite a few more players than some other guilds, we're way behind in levels. And so we have a lot of unsubscribed people. And we've never, in any other game we've played, we've never booted people from the roster for, we figured if they come back, then they're in. And why would we do that? Why would we kick them out? So we've always just left people in. And so we thought, well, let's clean house and see if it helps. So we decided at a month cutoff, and he started at one end of the roster. I started at the other. We sorted it, and we just met in the middle. We did not look at notes. We did not look at who people were or anything. We just 1 month activity per character, and we cleaned it. We went from 256 characters to 98, which is a nice cut. But the thing is, like, if you have alts, if you're in Circle of Trust and you have alts that were cleaned out and you're an active subscriber, re-guild them. We don't care if you're actively playing them. Just, we were just trying to do a house cleaning to get the bulk of those unsubscribed people out. And I would like to point out, though, that if you're unsubscribed, if you ever resubscribe, you have an open invitation to rejoin COT. You are not booted from the guild. You were just cleaned out of the roster for now because...
You were just booted from the guild.
No, you weren't, because if you check the forums... if you check the forums, you will still have access to everything, and that's how we judge, like, guild participation and everything. So, this is just, I don't know, we're testing out this game mechanic, and
It's a shitty mechanic.
If it's true, it's a shitty mechanic, but I can't see, like, handicapping the few people we still have remaining active.
Yeah, we got to do something.
Yeah, because it's a hindrance to them, and I don't really see if someone's unsubscribed to the game why they would care if they're on the roster or not. So, yeah, if you ever become active again, you're golden. We're still with ya.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I know it's terrible. It's so awkward.
Yeah. Well, it's a shitty mechanic that shouldn't be there.
No, because I would love to remain loyal to people would remain loyal to us when they came back. I mean, it's terrible if this is true, but we'll see. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any actual links or anything. So, and it's not just Paz that I heard from. I heard it from a couple other people. So, we're gonna test it out, I guess. And
Was this the point where Slurm asked if it was Paz's butler who told him this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Anyway, I don't know.
And this is the point where I quoted Wazik and said, "Thanks, Mythic. Appreciate it."
Ostermark ongoings, we did do. Lagwar had a meetup in Inevitable City last Sunday, and we went exploring. And so while you were doing the Alliance Lair Extravaganza, we went out, and Grasnik actually knew where that portal is in Inevitable City over at Sicellum.
I had no idea this existed.
Oh, this is awesome.
Awesome when I heard it.
It's funny because either people totally know it exists and it's like, yeah, been there, done that, or
old /10.
yeah, or people are like, what are you talking about? Anyway, there's this portal and you kind of have to hop, skip, and jump and get there. And
You got a what?
hop, skip, and jump.
Okay, I just want to make sure you said that.
Why? What's wrong?
Go ahead.
What's wrong with that?
Go ahead.
Well, you do.
Oh.
Well, it's true.
Okay.
You don't know.
You actually have to skip.
Have you been there?
I'm gonna go and see if you have to skip.
Well, you'll see.
Be doing some skipping.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It'd be fun to see a 6'5" man skipping.
Yeah.
But we'll go. Anyway, we went into the portal and it takes you to all sorts of different places. Oh, I still have to email my screenshots. I'll do that right after the podcast. I keep forgetting. He may have already done a write-up. I don't know. But anyway, it goes to all these different places. And the one place that's so cool is Cotswold, which is a town outside of Camelot. And so you see the Camelot castle in the background, and
awesome.
it is so cool to me. It's like, oh my god, that's Cotswold. So yeah, and you
see the NPCs?
No, it's vacant. It is vacant, but you're there. As soon as you see it, I mean, you know what it is if you've played Albion.
I want to hear that. I want that spam of the minstrel, playing in that one. Oh yeah,
that one dude who kept playing in that one pub right there. Yeah. No, that's not there, unfortunately, but it's still really cool. I think if they added some things like that, that would make it even cooler.
This is the point where we all got nostalgic and said, let's go play Dark Age.
Yeah, we do that every podcast. Maybe. Yeah. No, I lost my train of thought there. Anyway, so it was really neat. Wait for that Lagwar write-up because it's going to be awesome. And check out that portal because it's cool. And he, as this was saying, he wants to do these Lagwar scouting things all over the place from time to time. So we'll try and keep you updated too, but you should really be listening to Lagwar podcast as well. So server transfers. There are some server transfers going on. Ostermark isn't going anywhere right now though.
Yeah, that's weird.
The latest server transfers were announced, and there was also there's a lot of destruction population charts, and the one that I kind of had on hand when I was looking at this, I found in Warhammer Alliance, which even the person who posted it said, admittedly, it's only a snapshot of one point in time from those that use the add-on to capture population information, and it doesn't necessarily reflect true population numbers. So keep that in mind. But according to the info, the lowest pop servers are going into the mid pop servers, and the remaining servers, I mean, they all line up except Ostermark. So it's a little weird. So according to this information, we are the lowest population server not being offered or receiving a server transfer, because transferring is Ungrim, Sylvania, Red Eye Mountain, and Azazel. And they have pop numbers on that chart of 202, 218, 244, and 179 respectively. And then the receiving servers, Vortex with 388, Volkmar 297, Monolith 251, Magnus 420, Iron Fist 266, Iron Rock 409, and Gorfang 275.
And it's safe to assume that the reason is because we're an RP server.
Well, yeah, Ostermark's population number on that chart is 289. So we kind of fall in between all of that, where you would think we would either be receiving a transfer or, getting a transfer. And because the remaining servers, Skull Throne, Prague, Phoenix Throne, Dark Crag, and Badlands, their pep numbers from the one chart that I had, keep in mind too. 494, 582, 862, 1060, and 560. 289 is way below that. So the only thing there's two possibilities here. Perhaps this moment in time was just a freakish thing on Ostermark where we just happened to be really low and out of the norm.
Have you been on our server?
Yeah.
It's not a freak thing.
No, it's rather low.
Bleeding people, right?
So my only thought at this point would be that because we are one of two remaining
RP
roleplay servers, that it would be complicated to merge them due to the fact that
the destruction ratio
to order is imbalanced on both servers. So it's merging the same way. So like order, order would be
a lot more order on both.
On both. So order would be vastly overpopulated if we merge those two. And another problem, I think, would be that the simple fact that all of us have alts on the other server as well on the opposite side. So
yeah, probably. I mean,
almost everybody does.
And
I
not
would
just
think.
our guild. It seems like just talking to people that's what they do. They make order one instruction on the other.
And then our situation is complicated more so in that we actually have an alt guild over there with the same name. So if they were to merge these two servers, it would destroy our guild.
Worlds would collide.
It would be terrible. Oh my god. But yeah, actually we have people over there that are active, subscribers, and then they actually enjoy the order side more. So if they merge these two, we would have to split, and it would literally cut our guild in half, because they do come over to Destruction to hang out and stuff rather regularly, but as alting. But yeah, if we merged, we wouldn't be able to do that, and so it would kill us, I think.
Yeah.
Activity-wise.
Hopefully, and I know you've started that thread on doing a feedback to Mythic, that they maybe give us an option to transfer to a non-RP server, which I would do at this point.
I would much rather go to, I know Volkmar is a receiving server, and I would rather transfer to them right now.
Because the whole RP community on Ostermark is basically player-driven. I mean, Mythic doesn't really seem to be doing anything to make it an RP server.
And there are people who are really roleplay oriented, and I feel bad because we're not. We're one of those guilds that kind of join the roleplay for the community that happens to be there. We enjoy the lack of ass-hattery that tends to be in the community on a roleplay server, but it really doesn't seem that different for me, yet. So I figure, you know what, if it's not going to be any different, then let's just go to the core. And I think there's quite a few people, I really wish, I know it's probably kind of taboo, but I really hope if they do transfer us, they give us an option for at least one non-RP server, a core server.
Yeah.
Because I would rather do that than go to Phoenix Throne and kill my guild.
Or the other option of what Mythic may do, and they did this in DAOC, is to give realm-specific bonuses on a server. So, to give destruction experience and RVR point bonuses for, that order on our server would not get. Yeah, to try to encourage people, which it's a band-aid. I mean,
I remember from DAOC, it doesn't fix it. You're swirling the drain when you get that.
And the other thing that DAOC did, which I really, really hope they don't do in this game because it killed a part of the game, was to do the slash level, where you could create a level 1 and just hit slash level over and over to get up to either level 20 or 30, depending on your server.
But that killed the lobby game.
Yeah, it did.
And tier 1 and tier 2 are fantastic in this game. There's no reason to level out of them. For
the most part, yeah. Yeah, no, that's why I hope they don't do
T3 is where it slows down.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It helped in the very, very short term in DOC from my perspective, and it hurt it overall.
Yeah. Anyway, that's depressing.
Yeah. Let's liven it up and talk about...
All right. Well, anyway, in the meantime, though, I have no plans of going anywhere else without a server transfer being offered.
Yeah.
But if Phoenix Throne's offered, I don't think that would be a viable option for us. And so
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Anyway.
Thanks, Mythic. Appreciate you.
Anyway. It's all doom and gloom. I think. What do you think the new free expansion and the new classes and the new Darkness Falls are going to
It'll be a
Breath
chance.
of Life?
A little bit. I mean, it'll also depend on what Mythic does. I think they should be proactive here and not rely on that. Not because that's going to have a bump. I mean, people are going to either re-roll or some people are going to come back because they want the Choppa or Slayer. But for us, if they don't do anything, if they're just waiting for that, it's going to screw us even more because I think people are going to roll more Slayers than they are Choppas. It's only going to hurt the population on our destructions, server side more. They need to be proactive and maybe try to offer some of these transfers to try to consolidate servers, so that when Darkness Falls, thing comes and those careers come, that we can actually have some life and it may be ongoing, even though it's a smaller community.
I do think that, but they've done that. They've done the transfers. It's just Ostermark hasn't gone one.
I'm sorry. I don't care about other people. I'm talking about.
Well, okay.
You got
All about number one over here.
Good fuck for you.
Okay.
That didn't help us at all.
Yeah, well, good for you guys. Take the transfers.
Good. Yeah.
Recommend Volkmar.
Hope you throw up on your keyboard and you have to buy a new one.
Oh, man.
I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Part of me thinks that they plan these expansions knowing they cut these classes and that knowing that this was going to happen and that they would try to, revitalize the community by offering these.
I don't think so. I think I think the classes had
conspiracy.
These classes had to be cut because they weren't ready at the time, and I don't think they wanted to do this because it creates an imbalance because everyone rolls all this stuff as soon as it comes out, and then it makes this crazy population freak show in tier 1. But it is good. It ends up being a bonus because then you have a revitalization of tier 1 population and activity during those times when you have new people checking out your game. But I don't think it was all planned out like that. I'm sure they wanted to release the game as finished as they possibly could. And I'm sure they did that. But
well, I don't.
You think it's that they were like, oh, we'll release these classes one at a time. Mwahaha. But that's dumb. That would because you're killing the T4 because what's going to happen when this
I didn't say they were smart.
They are smart.
Right, but I didn't say that.
All right. Well, anyway, it kills T4 because then everyone's re-rolling these T1s and you're just hindering your, T4 advancement again.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I don't know. Planned or not, it is good timing for the new expansion content to come out, and the whole dungeon I cannot wait for. I hope to hit 40 before it comes out, but
you will.
Do you think so?
Yeah, you could hit 40 by Monday if you really wanted to.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. I'm hoping for 40 in 2 weeks.
Well, there you go.
By Monday?
If you didn't do anything else.
I was gonna say not feed my child and stuff like that.
Well, if I fed him and you just played, yeah.
It's kind of harsh. We have movie planned after nap.
Yeah, people want to hear about that.
Well, I'm just saying, there's other priorities. Anyway, what's what with war?
Haven't we been talking about what's what?
No, that was the server transfers, which is Ostermark ongoings, because it only concerns Ostermark because everyone else is fine, damn it.
Oh, right.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's...
Sure they all agree.
Right. What's what with war? Official forums. Have you checked those out yet?
Yeah, they're
Have you
fun.
really?
They're funny.
Oh, I can't believe you actually checked them out because you are not someone who reads official forums.
I just went it's like watching a train wreck. I mean,
wow.
It's just
I think I got banned.
Well, maybe I
posted a thing one of the guys from the Warp posted a thing about wanting a bank log, a log of who uses the guild vault. And so I was posted in support of that, and I added on that I wanted to, also to add in there some sort of log of who submitted bulk coin, because you could deposit coin into the bank. And I haven't been able to log in since then, which may just be a glitch because this isn't beta. Maybe it's not that I'm banned, but I did in my SIG have a link to CoTCast, and I know they say no advertising at all, but I thought that because the podcast it's not advertising because we're not making any money. We're not making money on the podcast, so I don't feel like it would be advertising, but maybe it is advertising.
I don't know. I had trouble logging in yesterday.
No, maybe it's just a beta thing then.
maybe.
Okay. Maybe it's just a beta thing. I don't know. I worry about everything.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a freak. Okay. But
Yeah.
anyway, the official forums, cool so far, except that it seems to all be about the public test server, and I don't care about the public test server. I know I should, but I feel like the cool, like, super cool dudes, like, hardcore people are going to be doing all that, and I'm just playing my game, which actually may contribute to the lack of population on our server as well for the next couple weeks, because people are testing like mad, playing the Joppa.
That doesn't help the game and the the daily game.
No, doesn't help us that are not good tester people, but
no, who just want to play the game.
I just want to pay
and pay for it.
the game I subscribe to and pay a monthly fee. I just want to log in and play it. So I want to test. I discovered in the beta testing for War that I am not someone who should beta test. So the episode topic is the contest. We have the winners.
Yeah.
After all this doom and gloom, sky is falling. Let's lighten it up a little bit.
Shit for these classes.
Anyway, I actually had to cut off for the 19th. So on the 20th, I went to work and I log in and check my email, and I had an actual new submission and everything, and went and drew the names. I wrote them all in little pieces of paper and mixed them all up on my desk, and then this is what I did at work.
Where was your boss?
He had the day off.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, it was kind of lucky.
Did you have the Tumblr that you put all the names? And then the news came. You were on the news, like in between Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune.
I just mushed them up
and
drew out the names. And for the guild winners, we actually got a few more. Oh, just so you guys know, we did get a couple more codes from Sark, the amazing and wonderful gaff caster and Lagwar writer. And so we had one that was for guild only, and then we had two for guild only, but only one guildie actually submitted bumpers on time.
Wait. How many bumpers did you receive total?
Total bumpers I received, I think it was like 31 or 32.
31 or 32. Okay. How many bumpers were from the guild?
23.
All right. So we must have had a lot of people from the guild contributing.
No.
What? What?
Only Thrakus
submitted. Wait. So Thrakus contributed
23 bumpers. Yeah.
And for your protection, Thrakus, some of them are really good. 23, you submit 23, though some aren't going to be that great. So
not all of them can be gold.
Yeah, we're gonna air a lot of them, but some of them we're going to protect you from yourself.
No. Dude, I'm using all of them.
You're going to use the wrapping one?
Oh, yeah. That is a gem.
All right. If I made up 23, I think like 22 of them would suck. But yeah.
Did you do any of them?
No, I didn't do any.
Like, Ab was a little better.
I was exempt from the contest.
I was a little sad because he was exempt from the contest. I made me and him exempt from the contest completely, so he couldn't submit a bumper. But luckily, because I went to the Lagwar IC event, I actually won a code. So I gave it to him because I know I'm not going to make a Choppa. So, I might, but it's definitely not going to be like a main or anything. So I gave it to him because he really wanted one. So anyway, he's very happy. Yeah. Anyway, Thrakus won the guild drawing of bumper contest winners. And beyond that, since we had a couple more to give out, 4 to be exact, we just kept drawing people who submitted bumpers. And the first one of those people was Carhack, which was the bumper that you heard on the last podcast 21. Bitches. Yeah, he's awesome. And then the next one I drew was Andy. He has submitted about 3 or 4. So he won one of those. He kind of stacked his deck, But that was like the average. Like when I said people could submit as many as they wanted, 3 or 4 was about what I thought people would do. I didn't really expect.
But then here comes this crazy bastard.
2030.
Stuff into a zip file. 23 of them coming.
And so, he was like the normal guy that wanted one. So congrats, Andy. And Shinobi was the next one who was drawn. And he's a Lagwar listener, and he was at the event in IC. And so he won one. And the last one to win, our final code was Kendall. And Kendall is our Vel Flamer. And
We're going to have Vel and deliver it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. He did point out, too, that he does not hate Vel. Vel just annoys the piss out of him, pretty much.
That's a
It's
fine
a big
line.
difference. No, that's hate and annoyance. That's a big difference, really.
Okay.
So he is our final winner. And I feel kind of bad because only one entrant didn't receive a code. Reese of Eltharion. I don't know if I said that right, but I feel really bad. Like, maybe Thrakus should,
The dude made up 23 bumpers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did make quite a bit of an effort.
Granted, he's going to play the character for like an hour.
That's my point. He's going to play it for like...
He spent more times making the
20
bumpers than he's going to play the character.
That's
but
true.
He did make 23 bumpers, so...
Oh, man.
I mean, he put in the effort. I'll give him that.
All right, Thrakus, you can keep your code. Keep your damn code. Poor Reese.
Choke on it.
Anyone out there who happens to listen to this who has a New York Comic Con code and they don't know what to do with it, send it to me. I will give it to Reese. I'm true because I didn't use the one I got I didn't use any of the ones for myself because I don't care. I don't want to make either character. I am probably going to roll a blackguard though, like at the same time.
Right.
Because there's going to be such a flurry of newbie activity. So I might want to get involved in that action.
Get in on that.
Yeah. Check it out.
Yeah.
Meet some new people. Hang out. Have a good time.
The new person on Ostermark?
Dude. Anyway, if you are roleplay and destruction oriented and you are not already playing Phoenix Throne, check out Ostermark. It's a good server. So, yeah. Anyway. That's it, right? Oh, no, wait. There was that whole thing about... Did you want to talk about... this is the thing. Like, our podcast is about all that concerns us. And Kara was all interested in talking about how Warhammer is illegal in Australia. I don't see how that affects us at all.
No, and Car's not here.
Yeah, and he's not even here. So we can axe all that, right?
Screw that shit.
Yeah. All right.
No.
It's not dumb. I just...
Garbage.
Well, it's not garbage. It's just it's not relevant to us, so I don't know anything about like the law or anything. It sucks for people in Australia.
We'll have to get with our team of lawyers.
Yeah, we'll run it by them.
Oh.
And we'll see what comes out. Do I do that or you?
Oh, you do it.
Oh, damn. Thanks for listening to this episode of CoTCast, the companion podcast for Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild fighting for destruction on Ostermark. We're a proud member of the Eternal Wa Alliance. CoTCast is owned and produced at the whim of Circle of Trust Guild members. Sources for the information in CoTCast includes, but is not limited to, in-game occurrences, guild forum postings, guild member opinions, game news found on websites, news sites, fan sites, blogs, other podcasts, various gaming magazines, rumors, lies, and irresponsible speculation, most of which is discussed without permission or notification. The views expressed in this podcast are the personal and official views of the specific COT members in the podcast. Our views should not be misrepresented as the official views of anyone or anything else. We invite you to write a review on iTunes and visit our website at www.circleoftrust.org. You can find the show notes and leave comments at cotcast.podbean.com, or you can write to cotcast at circleoftrust.guild@gmail.com.